Hi, thank you for tuning in to Global Elite Media. This is how to open or how to become a IHSS provider in the Chicago, Illinois area or just the Illinois area. Okay, so IHSS is called different in each state. Some states is IHSS, in-home supportive service program, and in some states it's called something different. In Arizona, in Illinois, it looked like it has several different programs. So for the older adults, generally age 60 plus, the community care program is called CCP. It's ran by the Illinois Department on Aging. That's one program. Another program is under 60, adults under 60. So the first one was 60 and over. This one is under 60 with severe disabilities. The home service program is called HCP and it's ran by the Illinois Department of Human Resources. And it's the Division of Rehabilitation Services. I don't really know what type of patients you want to take. And then the other one is a Medicare waiver program, and this is what I'm referring to. IHSS. It's the home community-based service. It's a home community-based service Medicare waiver program. That is the same as IHSS. But I guess all three of these in Illinois operates just like IHSS. But this one I think will be a little closer to the program. So these are for eligible older adults and for people with persons with physical disability. And I think that IHSS program can be for adults and I think it's younger adults, under 60 and over 60. Okay, so we're going to talk about the community-based service program. Okay. So while Illinois doesn't name a program IHSS, the combination of the CCP, HSP, and the HCBS waivery program function as the same and is similar. It provides non-medical support, personal care, homemaking, assistance with activity of daily living to seniors or disabilities so they can remain in their home. That is what you want. So now, how do you become a provider? If you want to provide care under Illinois' home care supportive program, similar to the IHSS program, here is what you would do. For service under the CCP, you need to apply to become an approved provider and get your agency qualified. For service under the home service program, the HSP, that was for the disability people under 60. You would have to contact the IDHS to get your company certified. And as a provider for the home care aides, these programs must meet. Now, this is the one that I'm the IHSS, the one that I really think that this is the main one I'm fixing to tell you. As a provider, under these programs, you must meet certain requirements. For example, the CCP program, personal visits, you have to do a criminal background check before hiring. If acting as an agency, which you'll be doing rather than an individual, your agency must be licensed for the non-medical home care agency. Okay, so Okay. What you need to know to work with these programs. Clients eligible under the CCP or the HSP often get service at no cost out of their pockets. As a provider, you may be offering non-medical personal care, homemaker care for these people through your agency. Because they are funded through the state or waivery program, there may be additional oversight, documentation, and compliance for you to abide by. Now, it does say in here that, okay, so how to apply to be a CCP provider. Let me see. You're going to fill out the application. You have to submit a certification package, which is your application with your signature notarized, and you'll undergo a review. They're going to review you. And after the certification, you'll have to attend a required management training program that they'll probably tell you where to go and where you have to do that. And then also for the in-home care providers under the CCP, there is typically a minimum of at least 3 years of business operation providing in-home care service, one of which has to be in Illinois. So you have to have been running your agency for at least 3 years. And you could have 2 years in another state, but 1 year should be under Illinois. Okay, how to become a provider under 60. I don't think the under 60 is too much. I mean, usually you're going to be doing people over 60. And it's going to be like elders that's, can stay home and get the service. So I would just tell you to check again on the qualifications about that 3 year to make sure that that's correct for the type of service that because there's 3 different services, remember here. So whichever one you choose, you want to check and make sure that that 3 year applies to that. And then also the management program that they're going to send you through, because it might not apply for all 3. It might just apply for 1 or 2 of them. So, but it doesn't say that here. For an agency, you must be licensed by the state if you're offering the home service agency, enrolled in a Medicaid waivery program. So what's similar, what I think you're going to get is similar to the IHSS. You have to meet insurance regulations, which you have to have that anyway, because you're going to have an agency, and your staffing requirements, background checks, and your policy and procedure manual. So that's going to pretty much be the same. So again, they do have it, IHSS, but as I'm telling you, it's called so many other different things. They have 3 of them, 3 different programs that you can apply for. But when you look this up, tell them you want the one that is the Medicare waiver program. That's the one you want to get, the Medicare waiver program. And that's for seniors that want to stay, but seniors that staying home and providing care in their home instead of them going to a nursing home or something like that. Here's a phone number too. This phone number is for CCP helpline, but they could probably tell you where to go after that. 1-800-252-8966. So what's the bottom line is that they do have the program there, so you will be able to get it. If this is correct and there's a 3 year, you can't get it until you've been in business for 3 years. That's the downside. Because one thing, like if you open up an agency, right, and then you don't have the money to do your marketing to get patients, if you're signed up to the IHSS program or a similar program, you don't really have to do that much marketing to start off, because once you get on the list, what'll happen is that they'll just refer you to the worker, and then the worker might to it. The worker will send you some clients. Now, you might not get a lot of clients, but you'll get maybe one or two clients, you know what I mean, to start off. When you start advertising, then people will see it theirself, and then see that you take, like for instance, they'll see that you take the Medicare waiver program, and so they'll call and say, hey, I have a Medicare waiver program, and do you take it? You say yes, and you sign them up. So you're going to get more patients that way. But until you get to that point, when you first start off, you might at least get one or two patients that you'll be able to use, and then put that money aside and towards your marketing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if you don't have enough money to start, you have to have use what you have, but build on it. Now, we help you do all of this. If you would like us to help you do the application for you and everything to start your agency. And then we will also help you get the licensing that you need for the IHSS or similar program in your area. So we'll help you get all of that. So you could go to our website, globaleliteacademy.net, and it'll give you the information there. Now, it doesn't have Illinois specific, but it just gives you kind of general information, how much it is, and then you give us a call. Sometimes you have to always call us with the price, because the price is on there might not necessarily be in all states. For example, in Arizona, you don't have to be licensed. It's an unregulated state. So you do not have to be licensed for your initial non-medical license. So we don't charge you for that. But you do have to get an IHSS license. So we charge you for that. So in Arizona, like, our fee is $10,500. But in like Illinois, for example, there's several places you could sign up. We'll get everything straight for you. Plus, you have to get the license. So in Arizona, someplace like Chicago or Illinois is going to be $15,500, because we have to obtain the license for the IHSS or similar program. Plus, we have to get the license for, your non-medical agency. So there's two. So like Illinois, as well as like someplace like Colorado, that's going to be the same too, $15,500. But like in Arizona, like I said, in Arizona, we only have to get one license, which is the IHSS. And so that license would be $10,500. And also, let me tell you now, each place where you sign up for your license for IHSS or similar programs, you do have to pay for that. I don't know how much it is in Illinois, because that price didn't come up. But like, for example, in Denver, for the Class B license for a non-medical agency is $2,000. And for the IHSS license, I think it's $600 or $607, something like that, for that program. So you do have to pay for that community-based program. And usually they run, it looks like they're running, around 600 usually. So you do have to pay for that, for both of those as well. That those costs are not included in the price. Now, the price that I just quoted you, we help you with everything. We help you with the license. We help you with we teach you how to do some marketing. We teach you how to go out and do the assessments. We teach you how we help you set up the structure as well as get your phone number and just all of that. We do your website. We'll send it over to the marketing person to do your website. If you sign up by January the 1st, we'll pay for 3 months of your marketing. So if you need any information, please contact us, globaleliteacademy.net. Thank you so much for tuning in.